It might be a bad news for air travelers this weekend. You may face flight disruptions because of what is happening in worldwide as far as the Airbus is concerned. As Europe's Airbus ordered immediate repairs to 6,000 of its widely used A320 family of jets in a sweeping recall affecting more than half of the global fleet, threatening upheaval during the busiest travel weekend of the year in the United States and disruption worldwide. The setback appears to be among the largest recalls affecting Airbus in its 55-year history and comes weeks after the A320 overtook the Boeing 737 as the most delivered model. At the time, Airbus issued its bulletin to the plane's more than 350 operators. Some 3,000 A320 family jets were in the air. The fix mainly involves reverting to earlier software and is relatively simple but must be carried out before the planes can fly again. Other than repositioning to repair centers, airlines from the United States to South America, Europe, India and New Zealand warned the repairs could potentially cause flight delays or cancellations. India's aviation watchdog DGCA has issued a major safety directive to all airlines operating Airbus A320 family aircraft. Following a global alert from the European aviation regulator, the DGCA has ordered that these aircraft must not fly until crucial software or hardware updates are completed. The move comes after a concerning discovery that intense solar radiation could corrupt flight control data mid-air, potentially triggering an unexpected pitch down of the aircraft. Airlines have been told to act immediately, ensuring all mandated modifications are installed before the fleet returns to service. Earlier, IndiGo and Air India are the major Indian operators of A320 family aircraft, A320, A319 and A321, which form the bulk of India's narrow-body aircraft fleet. Both the airlines said that they are aware of the notification from Airbus and are implementing the prescribed rectification action. A majority of these aircraft will require the software change, which is likely to lead to brief groundings, as the required changes would take a couple of hours per aircraft. All right, and DD India's Tapas Bhattacharya joins us live from New Delhi on this. Hi Tapas, a very good morning to you. Tapas, recently DGCA has issued a statement on the Airbus family. What is the update on that?
So the DGCA, as you quite rightly mentioned, the fact that there is the incident that took place from Mexico. There was a flight from JetBlue that was coming from Mexico to New Jersey, and when the particular flight was en route, it had to make a stopover, emergency stop at Tampa Bay area. So because of, and there was the 3 people who were injured because of a sudden dip in the altitude of the particular plane. The European agency as well as the Airbus have come to a conclusion that there was a malfunction that took place because of the solar radiation that was there at almost 20,000 feet, and because of that, the European agency, the European agency for airlines as well as the DGCA have come up with a directive to make sure that all the new A320 the Airbus aircraft, which is one of the mainstay of IndiGo as well as of that of Air India flights. And there are approximately 450 such airlines, such aircraft in both the airlines inventory, and we have tried to contact them, but they were not forthcoming as how many aircraft they had. But we believe that there will be more than 400 aircraft of such nature.
Okay.
So the DGC have come up with a warning and a directive, in fact, that the directive is such that the issue needs to be fixed. The software that needs to be upgraded before the airworthiness to be tried, and before only then these aircraft should be put into services, because as you know, anything can happen, and as I mentioned, the incident over Tampa Bay shows that the JetBlue flight that anything can happen. Three people were actually injured because of the sudden dip in the altitude. So the Indian aviation watchdog, the DGCA, is leaving no stone unturned to make sure that no such incident took place over Indian civil aviation sector. So they have come up with the directive, and we believe we were told by very high official, our sources, that we may see another updated directive by late evening, so to say, and there will be some more information in that particular directive. Siddharth.
Definitely. Not a very good news, Tapas, for the air travelers this weekend. Can you tell us, Tapas, what sort of repair is this? Is it a simple one or a major one?
Well, we have to see. We believe there will be a majority of the aircraft will undergo software update. The new aircraft of A320 will undergo software update. There will be some hardware installation in the earlier, the outdated model as well. So we believe that the elevator aileron computer system, that's basically the one which which actually helps in the fly-by-wire system of the aircraft. That's something that needs to be updated, and that's we believe that more than 250 to 300 aircraft would require specifically software update. There will be some aircraft which will require hardware, or going back to the older version of the system to be able to fly at the same time. So as of now, what I can say that there will be both software and hardware update, but we believe that most of the aircraft will be airworthy to fly by Monday or Tuesday. So it's going to be difficult weekend. A lot of you might find a lot of flights getting either cancelled or getting delayed because of this.
Definitely. You just mentioned, Tapas, that we might expect a lot of flights to be cancelled or delayed. Now that the directive has been issued by the DGCA, Tapas, what impact will it have on the Indian Airlines and as well as passengers who would be traveling or who are planning to travel this weekend?
Yeah, a valid point. Siddhant, I like to push the fact that people who have already booked their tickets and will be traveling in India, they should check with their airlines. They have already issued a statement, both IndiGo as well as Air India. And remember, Air India also has, after the merger, have Air India Express as well as Vistara. They both have been merged. So if you are planning to travel in the weekend or probably in the first half of the next week, you should get in touch with your airlines. They will be able to provide you a clear picture of exactly the scenario with your flight status. Overall, it's not just an India-specific case. It's we have to mention the fact that Airbus is a European airline, in fact, European agency to provide aircrafts, just like Boeing in US. And we believe that approximately 6,000 aircrafts in the world, globally, in fact, have been affected. In India, the number is quite small. It's approximately 350 to 400. Though, as I mentioned, we don't exactly have the figures right now officially with us how many flights will be impacted because of that. But we believe that the number to be in the region of approximately 400, 420, 30, around that. But we believe that most of the situation will be calm or will improve by Tuesday or Wednesday. By the weekend, they will be going through the upgradation in the software.
Okay.
Whatever hardware upgradation is required, it will be done in the first half of next week. So I don't see it have a major impact in India,
okay,
but it's definitely having a major impact in US and West European countries, because this is the major tariff time, traffic time in those countries, as people tend to take leave and go out, and this is one of the most busiest time in their aviation sector. So that it will have a major impact on them rather than more on India.
Definitely, Tapas, no major impact in India, but could be in the United States and Europe as well. We'll keep taking updates on this from you, Tapas. Thank you so much. We leave it there as of now.